slog FPV. Well, I finally got my naked GoPro up and running. I went ahead and went through the decasing process. It was a little fiddly. You have to use a heat gun with not too close, but to soften up some glue that holds the case together. That was probably the hardest part. I'll go ahead and link a video from Joshua Bardwell, which actually links to other videos. There's a lot of them out there on YouTube. You just need to search for that. While I was doing it, I decided to upgrade my Beta95x HD Whoop. I decided to put some foam rubber bumpers around the outside all the way around the ducts, as you can see. And I'll go ahead and link where you can get that off of Amazon. Then in addition to that, I went ahead and printed out a TPU bottom plate. The stock one that came wasn't the best, so I'll go ahead and link that. And then the big thing I'm hoping will help out with a throttle response, I went ahead and upgraded the props from these tri-blade ducted props to these 5-bladed props. So from Gemfan, and here's the bag that they came in. So hopefully that will make my throttle response a little linear. What I've been reading about 5-bladed props, that should help out, because I do find that the 95X throttle response isn't super linear, and I'm hoping that that will kind of smooth it out. So we'll go ahead and test that out, and I'll go ahead and show you the weights here of the props. 4 props. Props are coming in at 6 grams for 4 props. And the 5-bladed props are coming in at 7 grams, so only a gram difference. So here are my thoughts on my upgrades, starting with the camera. It is just an order of magnitude better than the Insta360. Don't get me wrong, the Insta360 has its place. It's great for posting on YouTube, but if you really want to capture some good video, something that you'd be proud to use, to show your family and capture video like that you're going to be showing on a big screen, 4K screen, this is definitely the way to go. Plus, you couple that with real steady with horizon lock, you can get some really smooth shots with motion blur, and I just really like this setup. I like that you can connect to your phone and then change the camera settings. So I think it's a definite plus going this route. And then with the filter, this is an Indy 16 filter. It worked out nicely with the shots I was taking, which was more towards the later afternoon. Yeah, the shots were fantastic. And what I was trying to do on the video I'll show you is keep it flat as possible, but still, when you're making a turn, you do have to do a little bit of roll on it. So then that does show up on your video. I mean, sometimes you want that. You want it to fly more like an FPV, where you do see the roll axis, but sometimes you don't want that. You want it totally flat. And so in this video, I was trying to keep it as flat as possible. But the minute I put in horizon lock, I mean, it just totally smoothed out anything as far as a roll, as far as the roll axis. So, and then plus real steady, it really smooths out any vibrations at all that you have. Although this thing, actually, if you look at the raw feed coming off the FPV camera or the raw video coming off the camera, this does a pretty good job keeping it, it had minimal vibration in it. So then moving on to the rubber gasketing here, I really like that. I can kind of bump into walls and doesn't harm anything. And, I'm not going to be running into people, but that would even lessen the impact on somebody as well. So I definitely like the upgrade, and this is a cheap upgrade. This foam stuff is cheap to buy. Then moving on to the props, I really like these props. They really help out the throttle response, making it a lot more linear and a lot easier to keep your height at a certain altitude. So yeah, definitely recommend these props. The only con is you will get a little bit less flight time. With these 450 milliamp hour tattoo batteries, I was skating with the 3-bladed props closer to 4 minutes. With these 5-bladed props, I'm getting more like 3 minutes, 20 seconds, something like that. But I think it's worth it because you get a lot cleaner shots. Then, of course, this bottom TPU I like a lot because when I'm flying out by the lake, I can run into mud and stuff, so it definitely keeps it out of the flight controller stack, and it still gets enough air coming up through the bottom here. I should say on the sides, so that's not an issue. And definitely am pleased with these upgrades. And so what I'll do is show you a video that I shot with this. It's gonna be in 1080p. It's not gonna, I'm gonna render it at 1080p. It's just easier on uploading. So, but it still looks great even at 1080p. And with that, thanks for watching my channel.